probably not that keen to play that shot, but it happened.
Yeah, some sympathy with Smith. It's a pretty awkward line. It's sucked into the stroke a bit. Tremblay is hammering in here, finding something from the end of the day. These are the yards that so often make a difference. I remember the difference. The great Australian sides, I remember, knocking people over at the end of the day. This was Stuart Broad knocking over Mitchell Johnson towards the end of the day for 64. As good an in-swinger as you'll see.
It was a beauty. Went late. Mitchell Johnson had looked pretty good in compiling that 64, and then Peter Siddle, the last man out. Jimmy Anderson finally getting the edge, getting rid of a bit of frustration with a yell, and Siddle was gone.
Yep, England have caught well. No, I don't think so. Certainly Haddin's bat hit the ground.
I think it might have even passed the bat on the full. Maybe an outside edge, but it was on the full. Let's have a look. Missed the bat, but if it had hit the bat, it would have been no problems.
What Snicko shows us there is there's noise, but I think the noise is the bat hitting the ground. And even if the ball did hit the bat, it still bounces after he's hit it, so it becomes irrelevant.
Wait, Ron!
Well, hotspot should show us, I suppose, the bottom of the ground. You can see the bottom of the bat, and you can see some turf come up there. So it is the bat that's created the friction and the noise. To go with live Snicko, we've got it covered.
Ryan Harris played a couple of very good innings in England. It's easy to forget that he has all-round qualities. Lives up here now, of course. Australia are back in the game. Dead right they are.
Gee, everything's going to plan, other than Australia have lost 5 too many wickets. Tremlett's had a tough day. He hasn't bowled 20 overs, but he's gone in and out of rhythm. I needed him doing that again tomorrow.
That's what Harris can do. Nice way to get off the mark. Eight for 268. The last over of the day, and then we'll go to news for New South Wales viewers and Victorian viewers too. We'll tidy things up for everybody else. There'll be about 5 minutes remaining. It's now 5:23 local time here. Beautiful evening, as it's been a beautiful day. And what cricket we've had. When you think of all the talk in the last couple of weeks, the hardcore in the build-up in the last couple of days, most of the players, not all, but most of the players have lived up to it. Alistair Cook will be delighted overall. Difficult toss to lose. He was wary of losing the toss at the Gabba. More runs here for Brad Haddin. What timing in that stroke? Yeah, they'll earn him 3.
I was just looking at that piece of willow that he's got. It's a nice piece of willow, but just looking at the bottom, it seems to be squared off rather than rounded off. Normally when you're facing up as a right-hand batsman, the outside edge will be just rounded off a little bit, whereas looking at Brad Haddin's there, it looked as though it was sort of squared off.
Yeah, they're all like that now. I think Sachin Tendulkar probably started that too with his MRF, but Gray Nichols definitely the E41 or the kaboom.
Well bowled. Well missed.
Is very square, and so too are these kookaburras. They're square on the edges, right across the face. There was a little bit of a camber on the edges as well, but now they're really sharp edges and just small enough. Or Ryan's is anyway.
See, he's got quite a bit of tape. Obviously, it's a favourite bat of his. Got quite a bit of tape holding it together.
You see the difference between Anderson bowling at Ryan Harris compared to Brad Haddin. The first ball, Haddin just leant on it, found the gap, and he's on to 78. But the enthusiasm comes back into the English attack, and that's why Australia, who talked it up, they said they want this England attack to bowl long. So if they were 3 for 270 right now, that's the sort of pressure they were looking to put England under. So tomorrow they have to come out and still bowl nearly the whole day if Australia batted well. But England have fooled that plan.
Half a chance, is it quarter of a chance? Maybe not. Good firm push from Ryan Harris, who gets a lot of bat on the ball. And they take 2, that's deliberate. They could have had 3, but Harris is wisely protecting Brad Haddin. He's not out there specifically as a night watchman, but he's doing the right thing. The key is to keep Haddin alive for his battle in the morning. Haddin has 78, needs 22 to go to a second consecutive Ashes 100 on this ground. It's 3 years since he's made a Test match 100.
Brad Haddin had that look on his face when that ball went past Jimmy Anderson. He realised that he couldn't get back to the crease. And it suddenly went through his mind, I hope he hasn't touched that. Obviously worried that if Anderson touched it and it went onto the stumps, you can see that look on his face there. Oops, I can't get back.
And a solid forward defensive stroke ends a terrific day of Test match cricket. The Australians 8 for 273 with Brad Haddin unbeaten on 78 and Ryan Harris on 4. New South Wales and Victorian viewers are now going to news. We'll be back here at 10 o'clock in the morning. For the rest of you, we'll wrap it up. Bye-bye.